Hello and welcome to part 2 of my book Coffee. You will hear background noises such as my cat's eating and my chair creaking, and you will deal with it. Casper Forest, Wednesday, December 17th, 6:14 a.m. Casper! My mother Lorelai's muffled call from me right behind my bedroom door. Casper, where are you? I was in my bed, crammed between the mattress and springs. It wasn't uncomfortable. In fact, the snugness soothed me. She slammed the door open so hard the drywall the knob hit caved in. Casper, where the fuck are you? Her voice switched from anger to agony. Why do you keep doing this to me? She sobbed. Bed springs warming against my cheek, I watched a lone sugar ant purposefully scurry across the wood floor. Casper, her voice trembled raspily. Please, you're scaring me. That's cute. She's just acting, Copper, you know she is. My imaginary friends Bibi and Juana, or the flowers, chattered amongst themselves. Casper! Lorelai angrily screeched. I'll kill you when I find you! Then you won't find me, I thought to the flowers, watching the ant disappear between two loose boards while Lorelai tore through my closet, hangers snapping as she ripped them from bars, violently flinging springy rods across my room. You might not have any plastic hangers tomorrow. Juana, a big winged tiger made of purple anemone and black tulips, laid under the springs, her giant eyes following Lorelai's frantic feet. You might not have a room tomorrow. Bibi, a small winged Bengal cat made of pink carnations and white daisies, laughed beside me, her fluffy feathers tickling my arm. I'm just surprised she's strong enough to break them. The ground shaking as Lorelai slammed her heels against drawers, she picked up and threw my small desk across the room. She's dancing, Bibi giggled. Casper! Lorelai screamed, stomping out of my room to stalk the hall. He's not up here, my little sister Aggie scrambled down from upstairs. Let's check the backyard. Why'd I get that nigger? Lorelai screeched. When I find you, you're going back! Juana grumbled. Must she always squeal like a pig? I stifled a laugh. How do you always know the animal? I know everything, Copper. Lugging her big body up off the floor, Juana slowly crawled out from under the bed. Patiently listening to them trample to the backyard, we heard Aggie scream sporadic insults at me for mom approval points, Lorelai herself having stopped yelling slurs where the neighbors could hear. I know how to get out of this. Are you sure? Juana stalked towards the door. No, I admitted. When have I ever been sure? Bibi weaving herself through the metal springs, I clumsily followed. What's the plan? She shook her coat out into a cloud of pollen and petals. When they come back, we'll go to the backyard. She patted her front paws. The last place they looked will be the last place they'll look. Why can't we just stay here where they can't find us? Juana huffed, pacing around my room, eyes still on the door. 'Cause Aggie knows I hide in here and might rat me out. I gotta stay ahead of her. Juana scoffed. There is no staying ahead of Aggie. Flinching at the slamming front door, I heard Lorelai stomp back in with an emotionally matching Aggie. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm scared too, Mama. It's gonna be okay. We'll find him before Christmas, Mama. I hate him too, Mama. He's better off dead, Mama. You're right. Sneaking out from under the bed, I crept towards the window I'd broken years prior so I could open it from the outside and inside, even when it was locked. Sliding open the glass, the rush of cold air stung my sinuses, and I took deep breaths through my nose to quicken the painful adjustment. You fucking cat! Why'd you jump then? You fat ass fucking prick! You fat ass asshole! Fuck you! You shit ass bitch ass! Sliding the glass, the rush of cold air stung my sinuses, and I took deep breaths through my nose to quicken the painful adjustment. Climbing out, I ducked beneath the huge spiderweb threaded between the pine trees just outside, Juana weaving after me. To the wilderness we go, Bibi pranced ahead of us. 7:22 a.m. From a tall tree stump I'd hollowed out to hide in the previous summer, we watched the silhouettes of Aggie and Lorelai rampage through the house. It took a little more than an hour for an already drunk Lorelai to get mad enough to grab a beer, which spiraled into her drinking several gulps of whiskey, then passing out at the dinner table, her snoring muffled but unmistakable. We deserve better than this, Juana grumbled. Bibi pattered in a playful circle. If we know where better is, let's go. Not yet. We gotta get Aggie. 8:50 a.m. Sitting on her Barbie as Rapunzel comforter, Aggie read a thick chapter book, a pair of sky-blue clackers holding her long brown hair in a high ponytail. Her room basically a library, rainbows of bookshelves lined every wall, knickknacks and dolls set among books and potted flowers she grew for Juana and Bibi. When Aggie was 5, I took her quarter hunting at the laundromat, then to the thrift store so she could spend her earned change. Waddling past the clothes and toys, she picked out an Ouija board, crying in my arms the next morning over a nightmare where she sank paralyzed in the ocean while house-sized spiders tried to grab her. I had dreamt about talking cats made of flowers, and since she loved cats and flowers, I used my dream to soothe her, and although she was enthralled by them, I never told her or anyone that they called me Copper, or that I talked to them, or that I didn't know how to grow out of them. Glancing down, I found Kibosh, our jet-black, blue-eyed Maine Coon cat, expectantly gazing from the foot of the bed. Reaching down, I rubbed his old, raggedy ears, and he slowly blinked in approval. Though not a cat, I was identical to Kibosh. Lorelei claiming she bought several black-haired, blue-eyed cats after adopting me, so I was less alone in my own blackness and baby blue eyes. She explained my family thought me cursed, and the nuns caring for me treated me like an artifact. I never fully believed her, but I also couldn't deny it since I was adopted as an infant, my earliest memory being Kibosh cuddling me in my crib. The sight of his furry darkness engulfing my tiny body being so clear, I figured seeing a huge black cat jump-started my consciousness. Looking up, I addressed Aggie. Snorelei's passed out. Come with me. There's a place I want to show you. Ignoring me, she continued to silently read her book, a glint of smugness in her beady, mocha eyes. Get your shit and let's go, I said sterner, but she read like I was as silently content as her. I think she's mocking you, Juana snickered. 'Cause you always ignore her. Only when she's being annoying. I'm not being annoying. I don't think she cares, Copy, Bibi giggled. Aggie, come on, I gestured. Just bring your stupid book with you. Her head shot up, sorrowful hurt in her eyes. What did you just call them? Setting down her book, she slowly rose from the bed. Aggie, don't! I tried right as she dodged around me quicker than I could track. Stumbling to spin, a hard weight smashed the side of my head, and I instinctively reached up to clutch her arm, Aggie thrashing in my grip. Staggering for purchase, I clawed up her shoulders and neck to grab her hair, pulling her forwards for the momentum to throw her back. Her fuzzy Christmas socks finding no grip on the wood floor, she flailed screaming to the ground. Gritting the pain, I listened through my rapid heartbeat. Lorelei's snoring continued. Relaxing, I lifted my hand to my already swollen temple, while Aggie pulled herself up off the floor. I think it was her book, Bibi offered. She put her book down! I glanced at her bookless bed. It was definitely her book, Juana confirmed. Aggie preferred to fight out disagreements, always matching a criticism towards her books with a physical attack. She didn't start fights with anyone she knew she'd lose against, excluding me, since she saw my holding back as an opportunity to practice on a bigger and stronger opponent. Rummaging her closet to gather her fluffy pink coat and purple backpack filled with her usual running-away essentials, she skipped past me out the door. It's Christmas-related, right? Yes, Gaggy, I grumbled after her. It's for Christmas. Getting my bag from my room downstairs, I gathered Kibosh to take to our neighbor and cat sitter, Mrs. Lisa, Aggie forgetting to lock our front door when we left. In South Carolina, winter felt like fall, and the frozen grass crunching beneath our shoes was the closest thing to snow Aggie could remember. The sky a deep purple fading into dark blue and seagulls screaming all around us, we made our way to the Riverland train yard. Wildflowers sprouting up from the sandy roads, every tree was either stubbornly green-leaved or a pine that kept its quills regardless of the season. Aggie playing downloaded music on a phone Lorelei lost 2 years earlier, I plugged in earbuds to listen to a radio station playing only Christmas music and ignored her.